There is something I wish you could have heard with your own ears today. If you had been standing beside me, you would have smiled without even realizing it. Your soulmate spoke about you today, and every single word carried warmth, admiration, and hope. It wasn't about perfection or impossible expectations. It was about the quiet beauty that makes you different from everyone else. They didn't talk about how many people know your name or what you own. They talked about the peace they feel whenever they imagine a future that includes you. They said you have a heart that loves more deeply than you allow others to see. They believe you spend so much time making sure everyone else is okay that you sometimes forget your own heart deserves the same kindness. They notice the moments when you smile even though you've had a difficult day. They notice the strength behind your silence. They notice the courage it takes to keep believing in love after disappointment. They smiled as they described the little things that remind them of you. A peaceful sunrise that paints the sky with gentle colors. A familiar song that suddenly feels more meaningful than before. The calm feeling that comes after a storm finally passes. Somehow, ordinary moments become extraordinary because they carry memories of the person they are patiently waiting to embrace. They admitted that they wonder what you're doing during quiet evenings. They imagine you laughing with someone you love. Reading a favorite book, driving home while your favorite music plays, or simply sitting by a window thinking about life. They hope your heart is finding moments of peace even when life feels uncertain. Their greatest wish is that you never lose the softness that makes you who you are. Your soulmate doesn't expect you to have all the answers. They don't expect you to always be fearless or always know which direction to take. What they admire most is your willingness to keep moving forward even when life becomes complicated. Every challenge you've faced has shaped your heart into something even more compassionate. They believe your experiences have prepared you for a love that is steady instead of temporary. They confessed something beautiful. They said they are not searching for someone perfect. They are searching for someone real. Someone who laughs without pretending, cries without shame, dreams without limits, and loves without keeping score. Every time they think about that kind of person, your face quietly appears in their heart. They said your kindness is your greatest gift. You probably don't even realize how often your words encourage people who are struggling. A simple conversation with you can change someone's entire day. A genuine smile from you can remind another person that hope still exists. These are gifts that cannot be measured, yet they leave lasting impressions everywhere you go. They also understand that you've carried disappointments no one else fully understands. There were moments when you questioned whether love was truly meant for you. There were nights when your confidence felt smaller than your fears. There were seasons when waiting became exhausting. Yet somehow, your heart continued believing that something beautiful could still happen. Your soulmate admires that quiet faith. They don't see your waiting as wasted time. They see it as preparation. Every lesson, every setback, every unexpected turn has been shaping both of your lives so that one day your paths can meet at exactly the right moment. They imagine your first honest conversation lasting for hours because neither of you will feel the need to pretend. There won't be pressure to impress each other. Instead, there will be peace in knowing you've finally met someone who understands your heart without demanding explanations for every feeling. They laughed softly while admitting something that surprised even them. They said they already find themselves protecting your happiness, even before you've officially met. Whenever they imagine someone hurting you, they wish they could step in and remind you how valuable you truly are. They never want you to settle for people who only appreciate you when it's convenient. They hope you always remember that genuine love never asks you to become someone else to be worthy of affection. They dream about simple moments rather than extravagant ones. Morning coffee together before a busy day begins. Long drives with no destination. Quiet evenings filled with comfortable silence instead of endless noise. Celebrating small victories together. Supporting each other through difficult seasons without keeping count of sacrifices. These are the memories they hope to create with you. They believe that trust is built one honest conversation at a time. They want a relationship where both of you feel safe enough to admit fears, celebrate dreams, apologize sincerely, and forgive wholeheartedly. They know that real love isn't about never making mistakes. It's about choosing each other again after every misunderstanding with greater wisdom than before. They spoke about your future with quiet confidence. They believe your story isn't defined by the chapters that caused pain. Instead, those chapters are simply preparing the way for pages filled with healing, laughter, growth, and lasting companionship. They are excited for the day when difficult memories no longer hold the strongest place in your heart because beautiful new memories have taken their place. Most of all, they want you to keep believing in yourself. They hope you never allow temporary disappointments to convince you that permanent joy is impossible. They hope you continue becoming the person you were created to be, not because someone else expects it, but because your own heart deserves that growth. If they could leave you with one message today, it would simply be this: never underestimate the light you carry. Even on the days when you feel unnoticed, someone is quietly inspired by your resilience. Even when you think your kindness goes unseen, it leaves fingerprints on countless lives. Even when the road feels lonely, your journey is moving towards something meaningful. Your soulmate believes that every day brings both of you one step closer to the moment your lives finally intersect. Until then, they are choosing patience over fear, hope over doubt, and faith over uncertainty. They believe that the right connection is worth waiting for because the strongest relationships are built on genuine respect, unwavering trust, and hearts that never stop choosing love. Your soulmate continued speaking with a quiet confidence that was impossible to ignore. They said that if they could send one feeling into your heart today, it would be peace. Not the kind of peace that depends on everything going perfectly, but the kind that stays with you even when life feels uncertain. They want you to know that every delay has a purpose, every lesson has value, and every season is shaping you into the person they have been praying to meet. They smiled as they imagined the day your paths finally cross. They don't picture a perfect movie scene with dramatic music and flawless timing. Instead, they imagine something simple and genuine. They imagine looking into your eyes and immediately feeling like they've known you much longer than a single moment. They believe real connections are recognized by the heart before they are understood by the mind. They admitted that they often wonder if you ever think about them. Perhaps you don't know who they are yet, but they believe there have been moments when your heart sensed that someone, somewhere, was quietly hoping for your happiness. Maybe you've experienced an unexplainable feeling of comfort on a difficult day. Maybe you've suddenly smiled without knowing why. They like to believe those moments are reminders that love is moving toward you, even if you cannot yet see the entire journey. They spoke with admiration about your resilience. They said life has tested you more than most people realize. There have been moments when you felt misunderstood, moments when your efforts went unnoticed, and moments when you questioned your own worth because others failed to recognize it. Yet every challenge revealed another layer of your strength. Instead of becoming bitter, you continued searching for reasons to believe in goodness. That is something they deeply respect. They hope you never apologize for having a kind heart. In a world where many people hide behind walls, your ability to care is a rare gift. They know kindness sometimes leaves you vulnerable, but they also believe it is one of the qualities that will make your relationship extraordinary. They don't want a love built on games or manipulation. They want honesty, loyalty, patience, and compassion. They believe you want the same. Your soulmate said they have no interest in competing with your past. They understand that everyone carries memories, lessons, and experiences. What matters to them is the future you can build together. They don't want to erase your story. They want to become part of the next beautiful chapter. They want to celebrate your victories, comfort you through disappointments, and remind you every day that you never have to face life's challenges alone again. They also confessed that they admire the dreams you continue to hold on to. Even if some people have laughed at your ambitions or doubted your potential, they believe your dreams deserve encouragement instead of criticism. They want to become the person who celebrates every milestone, whether it's something the world notices or a quiet personal victory that only the two of you truly understand. They imagined ordinary days becoming unforgettable simply because you would be sharing them together. Grocery shopping would become an adventure filled with